Hi guys, welcome to another video review. Today we'll be taking a look at the XP-PEN Artist22 Pro 22 HD IPS graphic pen display interactive drawing tablet monitor 1920 by 1080. Support Windows Mac with adjustable stand. You got all that? Okay, good. Let's move on to the unboxing portion of this video. So this thing arrived. Got that? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. I have a camera assistant this time for the unboxing. Also, I've done it upside down. Just gonna. Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I guess I now have so we have the Artist22 Pro XP-PEN stuff. Some more stuff. Stuff that comes with. Nah. Okay, you ready? Big reveal time. You ready? Big reveal time, you ready? We have a box of goodies. You probably USB cables, power thingies, some more power thingies, VGA cables, HDMI cables, a smudge guard, a place to store your pen nibs, pen charger, pens, nibs and guards. Okay. Oh. There's the display. Okay, and then some more protective packaging. Oh. Okay, that's how that works. Angle it how you want. Okay. Well, I'm glad that unboxing covered some of the stuff you come with it, or with all the stuff that comes with it. Let's talk about some of the negatives I have done right here. Let's start with all the minute ones. There are no macro buttons on this version. There is the 22 Pro E, I believe it's called, for £40 to £50 more. You do get 16 buttons on the side. I have an image here for you. If you're not fussed about. Oh, well, I fucked that up. Like I said, there is another version of this that does come with the 16, I believe it is, programmable buttons. I'm not really fussed. I just use my keyboard and some shortcuts. If I need to undo a piece, I can either click it or use this. More on that on a review later to come. Another issue of this is there are no touch gestures, unlike my previous art graphic pen display interactive drawing tablet monitor, which was the Wacom Cintiq 13 HD, you are able to use your fingers to move, adjust the screen, all that fancy shit. That did cause some problems, especially with Windows driver's touch display when it was picking up hand pressures from nothingness, or just me wearing my smudge guard against the monitor itself. Windows is annoying, which is one of the main reasons why I decided to upgrade to this, was to try and alleviate that problem. So for me, it's more of a positive. I have to use key commands. Big whoop, no problem there. A further negative I have with the XP-PEN Display Interactive Drawing tablet monitor is the fact that all the ports are down the bottom, which means when you're adjusting it, the ports and all their cables are digging into your desk and pushing up against it slightly. There is some leeway, but when you go up to the lower angles, you can definitely feel it pushing alongside it. Also, that display stand on a really low angle cannot handle it, cannot handle the screen, and so it almost becomes non-existent with. What the fuck am I saying? I'm Punch Man don't be playing. The video's gonna go on for like 2 hours and I gotta edit it all. I know, we're off to a great start. It's its port placement. Now it's at the bottom of the display where its wire cables are bending. There's also 3 of them, which is a minute problem, but it's bending against the desk. Not as badly as you might think, but when you lower the adjustable stand to a much lower angle, it definitely feels like the cables are definitely pushing against that, and that might cause some long-term damage later on in this cable's lifestyle. So you may want to drill a hole if you can into your desk so the cables can go underneath it. Also, the cables aren't particularly long, unlike the Wacom Cintiq that I previously mentioned in the last negative. It had 1 cable and it was fairly long. This has 3 separate cables, so I mean, depending if you have spare cables that are longer or extenders, isn't much of an issue. But let's talk about that display stand. It's good, minus the fact that it can't really handle the display at a very harsh angle, well, a very low angle I should say, not really harsh. Almost the tablet's weight just makes it tilt, but almost it has many angles of adjustment. Unlike the Cintiq, which only had 3 positions where you could adjust the stand to, or I should say the display, this has unlimited essentially. So you can get it any slight angle you wish. Just lift the notch up and it goes wherever you need to go. I don't know if you can see this. Hopefully you can, but it's great. As mentioned previously, the lower angle, you're going to damage the port, so don't do that. So let's get on to some positives now after getting through all those negatives, even though they've sung the praises of the adjustable stand. So continuing on with the fucking positives, screen size. You're getting a 22-inch display. I've come from 13-inch to 22-inch, and let me tell you, it makes a big difference. The amount of real estate I have now is just fantastic. I feel like I can draw a lot more effectively, a lot more quickly. On my previous XP-PEN Display Interactive tablet, the Wacom Cintiq 13-inch, I had to feel like I had to zoom into the image more to get the lines I wanted. On this, I generally have the image much more zoomed out. Also, my lines can be a lot longer because I have so much more real estate to draw on. Moving on to the drawing experience, I want to talk about this pen, the apparently 8000 sensitivity interactive pen. It's fantastic. Not sure how accurate this 8000 sensitivity is. I'm not even sure. 8192 apparently pressure sensitivity. It definitely feels more sensitive than my previous art tablet, which was the Wacom Cintiq 13 HD. You can see that review. I'll probably link it at the end and in the video description. But yes, I feel like if I do very light touches, the monitor will pick it up. If I do harsher touches, the monitor will pick it up. Now I'm going to go on to more about this later on when setting this thing up, because that's a slight pain, but if you include the software, you can adjust the sensitivity of this to get it to your liking. Yes, so moving on to a little bit of a hindrance now, and we're going to talk about setting this thing up. Now, if you have an AMD graphics card or maybe even an AMD processor, you're going to have a radio settings host application. Before you download the drivers, you're going to want to disable this. Just end the task before you put anything. Now, moving on to more of a hindrance, setting this thing up might be a little bit difficult. Now, moving on to something that's now I'm going to move on to setting this thing up, as it's not as straightforward as some other devices might be. For example, Wacom's products. If you are using an AMD's graphic card or even an AMD processor, I'm not sure which, you're going to want to open up your task manager and you want to locate Radeon settings host application, and you're going to want to end that task. I have seen other reviews of this, and other reviewers talk about using these lesser known brands, and AMD, for some reason, this application getting in the way of setting things up smoothly. So end the task before you plug your monitor into your computer or whatever. Download the drivers after you've ended this task, install the drivers, then you can plug in your monitor, power it up, and then I recommend restarting the computer. Once you've restarted the computer, everything should be running smoothly, but you're going to want to change the color temperatures, the brightness settings, as well as the pen sensitivity to your liking. I noticed out of the box that it's very red, on the red side, very warm, so I went for a much colder color palette, using my other monitors as a reference, as compared to my 3 other monitors, I was using like 2 monitors on my laptop screen. It did seem quite red, so I changed it to a more colder color. I also played around with the pen sensitivity. The included pen tablet software is great. Remember, you downloaded it when you installed your driver. You can change the buttons on your pen to different functions, as well as change mouse mode to relative. You don't want to change it to relative mode, just keep it as absolute mode, but you can change the current pen sensitivity, and also you're going to want to calibrate your pen before use, as otherwise it's just going to be all over the place. Now I'm going to talk about the final positive, and it's the price. Now, I picked this up for £100 cheaper than it currently is. I think at the time of this recording it's now £3.99. When I picked it up it was £2.99. I still think the price is good, especially if you're a professional who's looking to be on a more of a budget, since I know some of the competitors can go up to £2,000 plus. There are some issues with the skin color, but the size of it, it's fantastic. Just the amount of real estate, pen sensitivity is also top notch. If you're thinking about getting serious into your digital work, then I highly recommend this product. Yeah, there's some minor nitpicks, and it seems like I mainly nitpicked in this video, but drawing on this is a blast. I feel like my workflow on drawing has greatly increased. I feel like I can get through drawings much faster than I used to, mainly because I'm not zooming and moving around as much, and mainly because I feel more confident using the pen because it is as sensitive as I want it, and I can get the lines I want a lot easier rather than having to basically go on a very low pixel and just do the line thickness by hand. I don't need to do that now. So yeah, buy it or wait for a deal. I mean, I know I missed the Black Friday and Cyber Monday stuff, but it's always Boxing Day. And if you liked what you saw, be sure to check out the links below to my merch, my Patreon. Yes, I'm one of those guys. And also check out the streams where I do a lot of the drawings. Also on this channel, there's a number of time-lapse drawings. None of them are from this. I think throughout this video's B-roll footage, I did show me drawing on this, as well as the drawing along with it. So yeah, I do art, and this is going to be my main interactive drawing tablet monitor. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the other one. But yeah, if you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, well, leave a dislike and comment below on whether you're going to get it or not. I don't fucking know. Do what you want.